yeah, this is what we're gonna try to create in the tutorial. Not It's not gonna look exactly like this, but it's gonna be somehow like this. But yeah, you see. So let's get started. Welcome. Hello, welcome to this tutorial. And today we're going to be making a sci-fi like drone. You all saw it at the intro, so that's what we're going to be making today. So we're going to be using Blender 3.0. So we're basically going to need a UV sphere. I'm going to use a UV sphere, a torus, a cylinder, and lastly we're going to be using a cube. So we start with the sphere. The sphere is basically just the body. So the cylinder, you rotate it on the x-axis, so you just click on RX90, place it here, scale it down right here, and then scale it on the y-axis like that. Scale it down a little bit more, like that. Just check it from the top view. Okay, looking good. So yeah, let's just take this a little bit further, this little bit like this, yeah, and the cube just goes here. Scale it way down, not way down, so just scale it down and shift D to duplicate and move it on the y-axis, and then place it here, so it looks like the cubes are connecting it together. On second thought, we're gonna use a sphere. Using a sphere. Sorry, we're not using a cube. We're using a sphere. We're using another UV sphere. So just scale it down to the y-axis, and right over there a UV sphere. Yes. So this is like just a rough layout. So after we finish the detailing on this side, we're just going to duplicate everything and paste it to the other side to make everything easier. So now let's start with the body. So right now it's just looking very plain. So what we're going to do is shift S, cursor to selected, and shift A. We're going to add another torus and then rotate it on the y-axis. So RY, then 90, then scale it down. And if we look at this from the side, you see that it's inside. So GX to move on the x-axis and put it somewhere around there, and then you can scale it to any scale you like. So like that, bring it in a little bit more, so we have something like that. And yeah, there we go. You select the sphere and hit tab to go into edit mode, and then 3 to face select, and then we're going to select all the faces in the torus. Just go ahead, take your time, select everything. After selecting everything, we duplicate, shift D, and then on the x-axis, and then we separate by selection. And yeah, this, you're gonna understand the usefulness of this later, but for now just leave it like that. So we're basically getting there. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add more detail. Go into edit mode, select the faces. You select the face and then you press Alt and then select, so that it goes all around. So we're just gonna do basic scaling, Alt E to extrude along normal. Just gonna do basic extruding along the normals, just to give it a little bit more, a little bit more shape. So for the sake of this tutorial, we're just gonna leave it like this. You can go crazy with the design. I do not care. You can go crazy with the design. So now let's just do the cubes, looking really plain. 2 to edge select, and then Control B. My B is not working, so I'm just gonna right click and then bevel the edges. Then like that. Bevel. Do the same for the other edges. Bevel again, just to give it something like that. And again, you can just scale, extrude, extrude, stuff like that. Insert, extrude, insert and extrude. Just go crazy with your design any way you want to do it. Just keep inserting and extruding, but don't do it too much, unless you're just gonna lose everything. It's just gonna look weird. And now we'll go to the torus, go into edit mode, the same way we selected for the sphere. Alt and select, Alt and select, then Alt E to extrude along the normals, and just scale it in. Boom, there we go. And the same thing we did, you select and then shift D to duplicate, and then just scale it up. Just scale it up. After scaling it up, you have to move it like this a little bit. Just line it up as best as you can, and then right click, separate by selection, and so with the cylinder, I think I'm just gonna do Control R to add edge loops, and select. That should be enough. And then this 3 to face select, and then Alt select, extrude, Alt E, extrude along the normals, and just have something like this, just to give it a little bit of diversity, not to make everything look plain. So after that, select the cube, Shift S, cursor to selected, Shift A, adding a Bezier curve, adding a circle, not a Bezier curve, and then Y90 to rotate it 90 degrees on the y-axis, and then place it somewhere on there, just like that. Go into edit mode to have better control with it. So what we're making is just like cables coming out of the drone. Did I say drone? Yeah, we're making a drone. Just cables coming out of the drone. After you're satisfied with that, go right here to the where everything I record on this side, the thing that looks like a circle, the object data property, select it, go down, geometry, bevel, increase the depth to something like 2. Oh shit, that's too much. 0.1 ish. Yeah, point. Nah, just do this. Let's use something like 0.03. Yeah, that's okay. Change it from round to profile, and right click, convert to mesh, and so what you can do now is just duplicate this a couple of times. Just go to the top view, Shift D, rotate, duplicate, scale it down, Shift D, rotate, just stuff like that. So we have cables, yay! You can make as many adjustments as you want, and when you're done, you just select everything by pressing shift and selecting on the cables. Then you right click and then you join, or just click Ctrl J to join everything together. So everything is now a single mesh. So we can just take this, Shift D, take it down, scale it down, and have something like that. You can also do it like this. Just go crazy with it. Cables here, adjust it as you want. This, okay. So yeah, now let's just do something to the back, just to not make it look plain. Let's just add add a cylinder. RY 90 to rotate 90 degrees on the y-axis. Position it there. Scale it down. Position it. Position it, not position it. And then do something like that. Just scale it down. Go crazy. Edit mode. Edit mode. Extrude. And so insert. Extrude it in, but not too much. Not too in. And then extrude out again. And yeah, we have some kind of cable outlet. Shift D to duplicate and move it on the Z axis. Yeah, like that. So now what we're doing this for is just to have like a big cable coming out of the back. So in order to do that, again, just add a circle, a curve, circle, RY 90, sorry, undo that. RX 90 to rotate 90 degrees on the X axis. Position it, edit mode, and just line it up as best as you can. Just make sure the things go inside. So then the same thing, the geometry inside the bevel, let's use a much bigger value for this one, like 0.05, and then you just adjust the position and everything. You can rotate it as well. Yeah, change it to profile, and yeah, we have droopy cables. So I think that's it for like the major designs. You can add anything else you want to add to it, like you can go crazy with the design, but for the sake of this tutorial I'm just gonna stop right here. So the next thing we're gonna do now is start joining meshes together. This one, don't join this one yet, leave it. You select the torus, you select the cables, yeah, and you select the sphere lastly, and then Control J to join everything together, because later when we are rigging we want it to be moving like this. So that's why we selected the sphere last, so that the center of origin will be at the sphere, so that we'll be able to rotate like that. So you select the sphere too, I think I'm just gonna make this, okay, no, select the cube and the cylinder, select the cube last, and then Control J, and then for this and this, just select the big sphere last. Select the big sphere last. The torus as well. Control, no, select the big sphere last. Control. Oh, no, that was a mistake. Sorry. Just select the cables and this one, and then Control J. So yeah, so now we can just select everything here, Shift D, move it on the y-axis, and then right click, mirror on Y global, and then you position it, and boom, there you go. You have your drone. Shoo, yeah, we have a drone, but we're not done yet. Select the sphere, left click, shade smooth, modifier, add a modifier, bevel, add way more segments. The torus, don't shade smooth, it looks ugly, it looks like shit. Don't shade smooth. Select this torus, shade smooth, add the bevel. Oh, segment, increase the segments. Do the same thing for this one, shade smooth. You know what, just undo everything I just said. Undo everything, not everything, but undo the torus, shade smooth. Don't shade smooth, don't shade smooth, don't shade smooth. So what you can do so what you can do now is just select this. We're gonna call it the wing, because I do not name my meshes. like that much. So just tab to select only the sphere, you hover your cursor over it and then you press L to select only the sphere. Right click and then shade only the sphere, you shade it smooth. Tab, select only the sphere also, shade smooth. Also have to select this, make that one shade smooth, this as well, shade smooth, this shade smooth. So all the duplications we made in the edit mode, they're gonna be like glass, like the screen, because in the next tutorial we're gonna be giving it materials. We're gonna we're gonna give it textures, we're gonna give it materials, and after that we go into the rigging process. So let's just shade this on smooth, adding, oh god no, adding the bevel, segmented, same thing for this one. I'm shading only the cube smooth, not the cylinder, and I'm adding the bevel to everything. So just, yeah, just like that. So that's our drone. That's our sci-fi looking drone. Yay! 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 This, we're not done yet. This, the cube here. Select it with this one. Control J. After selecting Control J, you right click, set origin to center of mass. That should place it. It's not placing it with the middle. What's doing you? Center of mass. Okay, just leave it like that. So tab into edit mode 2, and then Alt while selecting those edges, and then you bevel it. Bevel, yes. Do the same thing here. Alt, then select, then you bevel. Yes, don't bevel it too much though. Just try to bevel the edges as much as possible, because you know in real life no edge is perfectly sharp according to the corridor crew. Yeah, no edge is perfectly sharp. You can test it. You can look around in your room, your table, the edges, they're not perfectly sharp. So god, okay, shade is smooth, add bevel, bam bam bam, and yeah, I think we're should I shade, yeah, shade is smooth. So yeah, I think we're done for the part 1 of this tutorial. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. That's, yeah, just like and subscribe for the next video. In the next video we're gonna be texturing and modeling. They're gonna be 3 parts. The third part is gonna be the rigging process. So yeah, gonna save this. So yeah, thank you for watching and have a great day. My name is Inonex. Have a great day. Bye.